Are you talking to me? Why? What do you want? What are you trying to get me to do? What is your purpose in having this conversation? Let's get into it. Hello everyone, Wallace Russell from CoachWallaceRussell.com. The definition of the word talk is to engage in casual or rambling conversation. Talking is a form of communication, and it's not always effective. Talking can be declaring, discoursing, lecturing, reading, espousing, sermonizing. It can also be babbling, rambling, jabbering, chattering, prattling, gossip, tattling, and ranting. There are sayings like, those who do most of the talking have the least to offer, or people who talk the most have the least to say. People talk for a lot of different reasons. One, to be heard. Maybe to give advice. Maybe because they like the sound of their own voice. Maybe because it makes them feel important. Or maybe they do it so they can say, I told you so later. Sometimes, though, people talk to actually communicate. The definition of the word communicate is to cause something to pass from one to another, like a message. So, what is your reason for talking to me? And talking doesn't always have to have a purpose. That's not required. It can be like a freestyle dance where we just express ourselves and enjoy the expression of others with no purpose other than to live in the moment. It does, however, require the participation of others, unless, of course, you're talking to yourself. So, what might be your purpose for talking? Or, again, having a conversation with someone else? Well, in theory, the number one reason would be to communicate. But what does it mean if your message that you're trying to convey is never received? Does it matter to you if the other party doesn't enjoy your words? Or if the other party doesn't want to hear it or is offended? Again, why are you talking to them? Maybe you're talking to help. Examples of talking to help would be giving advice, instructions, consoling, giving a pep talk. But what if the other person doesn't actually get helped or isn't actually made happier or pepped up by your pep talk? Another reason to talk is to share. You can share your experiences, your observations, what's on TV, what's the latest music, or just share gossip. Another reason to talk is to build or maintain relationships. Sometimes you have to tell people to get out of the way because you have something you need to do. Sometimes it's just greeting them. Sometimes it's asking about their family and their life. These are just things that are in conversation which keeps our interaction, our interactive lives going. Sometimes talking is just casual, like a casual dining experience or a meetup for drinks or whatever the reason we need to meet up for. Sometimes it's just because we want to have a meetup. Sometimes talking is just for yourself. Even though you require someone else to have a conversation with, maybe you're talking because it serves you to do so. Maybe you want to try out your ideas of things that are going on in your head in the head of another person. So you share them and get some feedback as to how that works. Maybe because you want to help. Maybe there's just people that just need help and you want to help them. And maybe a few kind words or some instruction or some advice can do that. Maybe you think they should listen to you because, well, you're smart or you seem to know things they don't appear to. If you got to believe in something, why not believe in me? Maybe you talk to get people to do something for you. This is not uncommon. Could you help me mow my lawn? Could you help me move my furniture? Would you be willing to cover for me on my shift? Talking can just exist for that reason. Maybe you just talk because you like it, because it feels good, because it sounds good, because it just helps you get through the day. Regardless of why you talk, whether you do so intentionally or not, there is always a reason, whether or not you know it or want to admit it. As an example, If you say you're talking to help someone, but they're not helped, do you take responsibility for that? Or are you saying it to actually help them? And if you didn't help them, have you failed? Are you saying you were talking to help them, but if they don't listen, then it's their fault? Well, it wasn't their intent for you to help them. That was your intent. So are you responsible when you're saying you want to help someone, whether or not they actually get help? Do you have to talk to them the right way or with the right words? Are you only talking to them to help them because it makes you feel good to be helped? Whatever reason you want to talk to someone, you want to have a conversation with them, whatever's in your heart, whether it's a kindness, whether it's self-serving, or whether it's to make the world a better place. I'm asking you today, in this moment, why are you talking? And have you taken the time to work that out for yourself? If you do, your conversations might go a little differently and might yield something you didn't expect to receive. And that might be worth it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please place your comments in the comment box below. Please also put any suggestions there you may have. If you'd like to consider working with me as a life coach, there's a link there to set up a free consultation. As always, your time, your energy, your viewership, your listening is greatly appreciated, and we'll see you next time.